Okay, everybody, happy Wednesday. Another amazing week. So we have a lot lined up. Paula and I, we had a Zoom last night, which I really needed. You know, we all need that bond. We all need to be around other people, and you just need that energy, right? That fuel. So with Zooming with Paula, we had a lot of great ideas. So here come the housekeeping notes. On November 28th, we are going to be doing a refresh, either a refresh, a 3-day Shakeology cleanse, and it's to get rid of the turkey bloat, right? So what does that do? It's going to help your business because you yourself are going to be promoting it, right? So you should be promoting it because you want to detox from it, right? So I would take a picture of it. Paula had posted that in Team Limitless. If you're on my team, it's in our challenge group. I created an event for it. And I'll just go in there and remind everybody because cut off to order it should be soon, right? Because you want to start on the 28th, so you got to do the math. So the 28th is going to be a team-wide refresh or Shakeology cleanse detox, right? So remember that. So that's that Saturday. And the cutoff date to place the order, if you're going to do the refresh, is the 23rd. And then November 30th is going to be a big day. So we're still in the works for the last thing that's in the air of how we're going to do it. But there are going to be 3 events on the 30th. What? Yes. It's going to be amazing, right? So we're going to be running. What Paul is doing tonight is going to be hosting and covering that topic. So from there is just going to be next step, right? So between now and the 30th is going to be your time to do your homework and foster the relationships with people. Talk to inactive coaches. And I have a blurb that I can share with you to help you to kind of maybe talk to them, to revive them, right? So on November 30th, we're going to start a Bring the Bling, right? Bring the Bling, yeah. And what that is going to be a rank advancement group, right? So anyone that is a coach status, you can promote yourself to an emerald or a ruby. Like, it's possible. You just have to hustle, right? And believe and talk to people. If you're an emerald, you can totally get to diamond, right? Or ruby at least, but you have to be putting in that work and talking to people. So this group is for rank advancement. It's to crush the end of 2015 and bring the bling in 2016, right? So it's going to help everyone and hold you accountable and make sure that you're contacting people and look at your list and actually seeing. You know, like me, myself, if you're in my downline, I have no problem with doing 3-way calls, but I kind of don't like doing that so much or being in the 3-way messenger chats because it gets crazy and then you can't really keep track of how many conversations are going on and it really consumes your day. So what I've found that to be a little bit easier, I don't know if Paula does it that way or anybody else, but I've just found for myself that if I host like a one-night Zoom, and you can call it like an informational webinar, then I can get on and present the business opportunity and answer anybody's questions. Right? So then they're here live. You could call it like a live Q&A, right? So, I mean, we could do a lot with this Bring the Bling group, and Paula and I are definitely working with that. So it's for serious people, you know, because if you're in there and then you just stop showing up, your business is really not going to grow. It's a rank advancement group. And then on November 30th is also going to be, so that Monday we're going to be busy. That Monday we're also starting the 21 days, so cute. The 21 days to Fitmas. I don't know if you've seen it. I know people have jobs and they're busy and maybe they can't be on social media all day. I totally get it. So what you can do is you could either go on my wall and see the event, or I'm not sure if you've all been invited to it yet. But if you haven't, you can go to my wall and then you can say going and then you can invite people to it. And that would be perfect because in there you have the description and you have the link. I posted it in Team Limitless and I posted it in my team page. So you have access to it. If you weren't personally invited to it, you can invite. Like, why not make this a really big group? You know, we've never done a challenge group all together. It's a really great way to kind of get to know each other, break the ice, and see a different style, right? and really work together as a team. And it breaks up the work for hosting a challenge group, right? With posting and maybe somebody being in charge of tracking the meals for one day, you know what I mean? Or someone thinking about, a fun challenge to do, right? So that's going to be on the 30th as well. And if you think about it, November 30th, right? What's the next day? The 1st. If we really focus, right? Like focus 100% right after the turkey detox until Christmas Eve, you can get in one round of the 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme. It doesn't have to be just a 21-day fix, right? So you can really have results from the detox and the 21-day fix. Now, if you think back, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, I talked about this on a Zoom, that was my idea, right? So we're actually putting into play. We're learning how to implement now. Now it's time for implementation. So I really want you to think outside the box. I even, in Team Limitless and in Team Dream Big, where I posted the link for the event and the blurb to go with it, on the bottom of that in the comment section, I even included the private message that I'm messaging people to kind of invite them, right? So that's another way. And then Saudi posted something today about another little message she's kind of posting to people to kind of make them feel like she's not really inviting them, but inviting their friends now. So I'll share that. I saw that, and I'm going to share that because I want to keep that in my arsenal as well. And then the next bomb we're going to do is we're going to have a coaching opportunity. Right? So we're going to do the coaching opportunity, right? Was it the 30th or was it the 23rd? Now I'm getting confused. 23rd.
Hold on. Let me check my notes.
23rd to the 25th.
Yes.
Okay. So just let's keep that as tentative, team, because there is a lot to do beforehand. So if we can't get it on time, like we'll let you know definitely by tomorrow if it's going to be doable. If not, I think just to give ourselves a couple more days and then so we have time to advertise. Because if we're going to host a coaching opportunity on the 23rd and we really haven't had enough time to advertise it, we're not really going to have good turnout, right? Mm-hmm. So I'd rather postpone it 1 week and be able to make a really good post, right? Like we could have a really fun challenge amongst each other and say, well, what does your invite look like for inviting to your coaching opportunity? What mine looks like. And we can kind of, compete like that or just to push each other, right? So there are big things happening. I'll post the dates again in Team Limitless and I'll post it in Team Dream Big just so that everybody's in the know. Now, with that being said, Paula is going to rock the mic. I hope you pay attention because this is going to help you bring the bling.
All right. Good evening, ladies, and thank you so much for connecting. By the looks of everybody that's on here, everybody's an emerald, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Is Kelsey an emerald? Not yet. Okay. So everybody else on here is an emerald. So you guys understand the meaning of becoming an emerald. But like it's the first rank advancement in your business, and it's really opening the doors to your business, plus all the benefits that you get from it. Once we're emerald coaches and we have our monthly PV, you qualify for free customers that Beachbody gives you. All those people that sign up online because they came across one of those little ads or because they called the 1-800 number because they were in the middle of the night eating some Cheetos and they saw the 21-day fix and all of a sudden they want to lose some weight. When they call, they are offered if they want a Beachbody coach. So those people are distributed to the emeralds. Once you are an emerald coach and you qualify and you have your monthly PV, you qualify for all that. Plus, you already, once you become an emerald coach, you have the advantage of making $250 in team volume a week. Now you're not just making commission off of your sales. Now you're growing a team. So it's extremely important for all of you that are already emeralds that you focus on these people that you brought in. And now you're going to duplicate the same exact thing that you did. You need to go ahead and now make those coaches that you brought in into emeralds. And it's extremely important because if you are really looking to move forward and succeed with this business, you need to constantly be reproducing what you do. you won't get to diamond, you won't get to star diamond, you won't get anywhere if you're not constantly getting these people to work their business. I know that a lot of people, sometimes you're going to sign them up as discount coaches, but you can start forming them into coaches, and you can actually even dissect those that might be good for this, even if they say that they don't want to be a coach, that they just want it for the discount. Some of them are already coaching and they don't even know it. But we need to approach them and tell them, like, listen, I feel that you would be great at this. And if we show them exactly how to do it, it's not as scary to them, because we all know it's a scary thing when you become a Beachbody coach and they're telling you to invite and to step out of your comfort zone, because people don't know how to do it. But you, as their coach, because you brought them in, you need to set up an invite for them, set up the caption, set up everything, and just send it to them and tell them, listen, this is how you're going to get some girls to join you so that your Shakeology can be cheaper next month. Who doesn't want to have their shake paid for? Usually a lot of people end up quitting because of that, because they're thinking, oh my God, now Shakeology is going to come out. It's $100 that's coming out of my account. If you, from the very beginning, the way I bring in my customers, even if they're discount coaches, I'll go ahead and I sign them up as a coach, honestly, without even telling them. They'll many times hit me up and be like, oh, wait, but it's that I'm filling out the information, but it's telling me that I'm becoming a coach. And I'm like, yeah, no, I signed you up as a coach so that you get the 25% discount next month. And don't worry, you're not tied into everything, but why not? I just set you up because you're going to get these discounts. And you know what? If you have some girls that want to join you, tell them. Or if you want, I'm going to send you something real simple that you can send to them so that they can join you on this journey, and you can have so much fun doing this with your friends. So why not reach out to those friends, cousins, co-workers, whoever is in your life that you're close to, let them know what you're embarking on, and let them know that you would love for them to join you on this journey. It's very, very important for us to constantly be working with those people that we bring in. And we need to really stay connected with them, because honestly, it's so easy for the team to die down. And honestly, what the things that I had been going through lately is a perfect example of that. Our team had slowed down because, as we've all learned, the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. I had slowed down, and I had not been as consistent as I have been these 4 years that I've been a coach, because I was dealing with some personal issues and I was feeling overwhelmed. And for the first time ever, I did disconnect myself a little and I distanced myself. But that was like such an eye-opener for me, that it is true that the speed of the pack is the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. Because when I am constantly on my game and I'm on the calls with you guys and I'm always connected and I'm sharing ideas and I'm in the chats, our team is moving and everybody's recruiting and everybody's bringing in new people and everybody feels fired up. But the minute we die down a little, everybody else slows down. So it's very important for us to always make sure that we stay connected. Like for me, honestly, this whole experience has been like such a huge eye-opener and such a realization of I'm doing what I should be doing and I'm doing something that makes me happy. Because those days that I had been disconnected, that I hadn't been so active in the groups, in the chats, with my workouts, I was feeling lost and I was feeling, I don't even know how to explain what it was that I was feeling. I was just feeling incomplete. And for example, last night I chatted with Mitchie. We had a Zoom call. Today I have been inviting all day long and I've been chatting with a whole bunch of girls. And I reached out to one of my other coaches and I started chatting with her. And it fills me with purpose and it fills me with energy. And no matter how much I have that feeling of, let me just disconnect a little, it just is a realization that I am pursuing my passion and that what I'm doing fills me with purpose. Because when I'm connected with my team, when I'm connected with those new people that I'm bringing in, when I'm connected talking to new women that I'm trying to bring them in as challengers, as coaches, whatever it is, it fills me with purpose, and it really drives me to continue pushing forward. So it doesn't allow me to quit. So even though I was going through my things or whatever, it was real quick for me to snap back from it, because I have a team that looks up to me. I have a team that's relying on me, and I can't just disappear. So we need to make sure that we are constantly bringing in, like they say, new blood, and that we're connecting them to the team, and that we're doing trainings with them and explaining to them the benefits of them becoming an emerald, that it's not just a rank advancement. It's, you know what, you're going to be making money now, because if we get these coaches to rank advance, that's producing volume. Every single purchase that they make and every single person that they bring in, and those people start making purchases, and we create leaders that are going to want to also continue to bring in people, that's volume for your business. And as an emerald coach, now you're going to be getting commission. Now you're going to be getting team volume. Now you're going to be getting you're going to also be getting from your coaches the amount of money that they're getting paid out a week. You get 10% off of that. So you're making money through every single way possible with Beachbody. It's not just about advancing as an emerald. It's about making money and getting your coaches and your new challengers to do the same exact thing. Because when people start seeing the money come in, that's when it becomes a little bit more real. Because it's very easy to tell them, oh yeah, you can sign up somebody and your shake is going to be cheaper because it's going to be getting paid off for you because you're going to be getting commission for this. And it sounds very nice, but until they don't physically see it, that they'll go in there and be like, oh wait, I didn't get deducted $90-something because I'm actually getting paid because I had some girl sign up. That's when it becomes to them like, oh, okay, like I can make some money with this. Like now, oh, I can continue drinking my shake and it's being paid for. So it's extremely important to like bring them in right. As soon as you sign up a coach, do a quick start with them. Do the 7-day quick start where you're going to set those goals with them. You're going to make sure that they go ahead and they set that hour, that power hour every day, because everybody gets overwhelmed with life and it can become very easy to just come home, deal with the kids, do dinner, and then just sit on a sofa and relax watching some TV. But if you paint that vision for them and if you really explain it to them and you really teach them, they're going to want to continue connecting with you and doing the things that you're doing to achieve success. And that's honestly like the only way to move forward with this business. Like this, we're not in a greedy business. That's something that I've always loved from day one about Beachbody, that we're not a business that is just about making a sale or about just signing up a coach and then, you figure it out because I just got to continue growing myself. I don't have time to be teaching you. There is no me in this Beachbody business. It really is a team effort. Like I won't get anywhere if it's not with my team. I will not achieve any of the success that I have planned out for my future if I do not have my team on my side and I don't have my team on track with me working towards the same goals. So sometimes people see it as, oh, it's that you just want me to advance in rank because you're going to make more money. Am I going to make more money? Yeah, because you're bringing in people. So yeah, I'm seeing some more volume. But are you failing to see that you're also getting a check? Like you're not getting less of a check because I brought you in and because I'm also getting paid. Like you're making some extra income. And nowadays, let me tell you, even if it's $20, $20 go far away nowadays for gas, for the supermarket, for so many things. So who doesn't want to make some extra cash? Just don't be afraid to talk to those people that you bring in, because I feel sometimes everything's like lost in translation. Sometimes you'll bring in a coach and you'll tell them, oh, so that you can sign up with a discount. And then you just leave it at that. And then you just leave them there as a challenger. And you're maybe leaving somebody that could be a superstar for your business there just as a challenger because you're afraid to just reach out to them and let them know the opportunity that they have with this. Like I said, what I do is today I send out like 10 invites and I spoke to about 5 girls. And through the mobile app, I signed up 3 of them. I sent out the thing, crossing my fingers that they complete their enrollment. Every single one of them, I send them up with as a coach. And as soon as they hit me up and they're filling it out, because it's not just going to blindside them and sign them up as a coach without them knowing, it's going to tell them that they're signing up as a coach. So they might hit you up and be like, oh, wait, but I was just going to sign up as a customer. It's telling me that you're signing me up as a coach. I right away, I don't even type it in, honestly. I send them a voice note. Voice note should become your best friend on Facebook. There is nothing better than them hearing your voice. Like today, a girl that I had been forming for over 4 years, I sent her that invite that Mitchie said that she posted in Team Limitless with the invite for the November 30th 21-day fix. I copied the link to the event and I copied it with the verbiage and I sent it to them. That one girl, I hesitated because I told myself, you know what? I've invited her many times and she's always turning me down. Like, why am I even going to bother? But I'm a strong believer in fate, and something just told me, you know what do you got to lose? What is she going to say, no again? I just went ahead and I sent it to her. This girl started messaging with me. We had like an hour conversation and she even started crying because she has these 50,000 health issues that she has been wanting to do something, but that she had completely forgotten that she had me on Facebook and that I was a Beachbody coach. If I wouldn't have sent her that message, she would have probably gone to go join a gym or who knows what. So I went ahead and I started talking to her and she started typing. And the minute I started using that voice note, she felt comfortable enough to do the same. And now she started responding and she even started crying like as she's talking to me. And something that really resonated with me today about something that Mitchie posted in Team Limitless is that we need to remember all the time when we're talking to people, they're not a prospect. They're a person that we need to create a relationship with. And sometimes we get lost in that because it's happened to myself. Like it's happened to me that I'm just following the script and I'm just copying and pasting and maybe tweaking it a little, but I'm like so desperate to maybe get them to sign up that I forget to really make that connection with them. And I notice a huge shift to when I do take the time out to just really connect and really get to know them and talk to them from the heart like a human being, not just like they're a sale. It just completely changes the whole conversation and their connection with you. And start using that. Once somebody asks you, oh, you're signing me up as a coach, send them a little voice note and tell them, yeah, you know what? I signed you up as a coach because you get to sign up for free with the challenge pack. Because usually people have to pay $40-something to sign up to be a coach, but you get it for free with the challenge pack. And I wanted you to be able to take advantage of the 25% discount that you get as a coach. Don't worry about it. It doesn't mean you have to start coaching and doing this business the way I do, because this is my full time. But if you do have some girls that want to join you, maybe your sisters, your cousins, some coworkers, listen, let them know what you're doing. Let them know that you're looking to get healthy and that you're looking to lose some weight and that you're joining this challenge thing, that you would love for them to join you. And you can actually pay off for your challenge pack if you have these girls join you. If you want, I'll send you some information on how you can approach them. And that's it. Usually, out of, let's say 10 people that I talk to and I sign them up like that and I send them the coach and right away they come back to me hesitant about the coaching and I respond to them like that, 8 out of the 10 times, they just go ahead and they sign up. And then once they complete that sign up, I'll go ahead, I'll introduce them into the challenge group and everything. And then I'll also inbox them again, set up a call with them to go over everything about the program that they're going to be doing and everything. And I also go into talking about being a Beachbody coach because they already signed up and they became a coach. So I want to make sure I give them all the information. I let them know that I'm not putting any pressure on them. Only because they became a coach doesn't mean I'm expecting them to run with this business and to make it like their full-time job like it is for me. But I let them know that if it is something that they're interested in, if it's something that they're interested in maybe making some extra cash, I let them know, like, I can teach you how to do that. I can add you to my coaching group where you can go learning. And when you're comfortable, you can start inviting people to join you on this and you can make some commission. And even if they tell me, you know what, I just want to focus on me right now, whatever, okay. But I will keep an eye out for them and make sure that if I see they are on freaking fire and that they are on point, doing their workouts, participating, interacting with me, I make sure that within a month of them being signed up, I'm already going ahead and following up with them again as far as, listen, I'm pretty sure you've gotten some comments of how much weight you're losing and how different you look. You think you want to invite some girls to join you on this? Sometimes they'll be like, you know what? Yeah, I've had a couple of coworkers ask me how different I look. Like, how would I go about it? Because they feel lost. They feel like they have to do this whole course about Beachbody coaching to be able to invite somebody. And that's when you make it simple for them. That's where you tell them, listen, I'll give you the invite. I'll give you the thing that you need, what you need to say. If you're going to talk to them in person, if you want, let's have a call. And I'll talk you through and I'll explain to you how you can explain it to them, and done. But it's extremely important for all of you, especially all of you that are emeralds already, to focus on going into your downline and checking those coaches that you brought in. Even if they were discount coaches, reach out to them and find out if maybe they've had a change of heart and they don't want to be a discount coach anymore, and maybe they want to give this business opportunity a try. Because you're not going to see success and you're not going to see your Beachbody check grow unless you're recruiting and unless you're helping these people grow. You can sign up 50,000 coaches, but if we're not helping them take that next step to become an emerald, we're not going to see any success. We're not going to see volume. We're not going to see growth, because we're just going to be there on a standstill. And your check is always going to be the same thing or even lower because you're not producing any volume. And volume is the key to this. Your volume is key to being able to achieve those financial goals that you have with Beachbody. So for those of you, let's say Kelsey, I would recommend that you, girl, get on your A game and start inviting. Invite your mama, your sister, your cousins, your friends, your coworkers. Go to parent-teacher conference and wear logo wear, all those type of things, but invite, because you are going to see a shift in your business once you start creating a team. Because once you need to start seeing that cash come in, and you need to start seeing, I have one coach wanting to sign up. Sign her up. I just saw the chat. I have one coach wanting to sign, but I haven't got hold of her. No one is interested even on the discount. So let me ask you a question. How are you approaching them about it? How are you inviting them? You can unmute yourself. You don't have to type.
I have a loud kid in the background screaming and one's sleeping.
We're all moms. We understand.
Yeah. So one of my girls was wanting to lose a lot of weight, all that. So I signed her up with a challenge pack. I asked her to go to discount and she freaked. So I backed off, and that I think I was only a coach for about a week.
Okay.
So I was in it. Then I had another friend who has someone in Texas that she buys from, but she doesn't like the person anymore or something. And she says she wants Shakeology, but it's too expensive. So I've been talking to her about a discount coach, and I'm really trying to talk to her a little more. And the first girl that freaked out on me, I'm going to talk to her again because she's really going to jump on board with us for the fitness group going on. And she's got some friends because she's a nurse.
Okay.
So she's got some friends, so I'm going to start talking to her again and hoping to do it. As far as family, I have no family support besides my husband.
It happens. Trust me. It happens. We've all encountered that. Sometimes our family is like the last one to support us in something.
All right.
Go ahead.
I was going to add to that because, okay, we all have those people that we love, that we're close to, or that we know would be amazing, but we may be a little afraid to kind of like go out and invite them, right? Because I will say that when you become a coach, right, especially when you're a new coach, you don't have that credibility of being a coach yet, right? You just joined this fitness thing, so how does that make you a coach, right? Maybe other people are thinking that. Like, how is Kelsey a coach now? So then what happens is then you don't do that. All you say is, hey, do you want to join the group that I'm in? It doesn't sound like you're joining my group. You want to join the group that I'm in? Because then it takes that pressure off. And then you're kind of just like, oh, why don't you join the group that I'm in? Right? That's why I always tell my team that anything can be turned into an invite. Right? So let's say your workout picture of the day, or maybe a meal with your containers in the background. You can turn that in. You can say, you know, how the 21-day fix is fitting into your lifestyle. How, especially when you're a mom and you have a job and you have life. I mean, how does that 30-minute workout fit into your life? I mean, do you have an hour to go to the gym and spend at the gym? I really don't think so, right? So how is that 30 minutes helping you? What are the other things you're able to get done because you're not paying a gym membership, because you're not wasting time with gas, you're not wasting time driving to the place for a sitter, if your kids are sick, you know, not wanting to go, blah, 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 blah. How is that fitting into your lifestyle? And then on the bottom, I could say, hey, you know, if you want to give this a try, if you're just tired of the way you feel, you can always join the group that I'm in. And then that kind of takes that off. And maybe you don't sign them up as a coach right off the bat, but at least let them wet their feet, you know what I mean? And see what it's about. That might help them to sometimes fall in love with it. But it's all really in the way that you word things, right? So, I mean, I would just be inviting people to the group that I'm in. But like I said, a lot of times you don't have the credibility as a coach. So maybe going with Amber as your upline coach, or, you know, me, or, you know, Paula, or us doing like a one-night live Q&A that we're just kind of firing back and forth, answering questions. That might help, you know, to kind of take that worry off of you. And then the other person thinking like, well, how is she a coach now? You know, how is she going to coach me? So that might be, you never know. This 21 Days to Fitness group will really, really be awesome. That's why everyone will want to do a detox after Thanksgiving. I urge you, every single one of us should be posting about the detox, like from now until the 23rd, like as much as you can, you know, to really talk about it and invite people, right? I do have a really cool hot market script that I'm going to share with you guys. And that'll help you invite the people that are closest to you without really inviting them. Okay, I'm going to share that with you.
What you said is perfect, because I actually used that today. The girl that I told you that I really connected with her and everything, she was like, oh, that she was thinking about joining the gym. And that's like one of the first things I told her. I was like, we all know, as mothers especially, that you're not going to have the time to be driving to a gym every single day and taking the time out to go to a gym. I was like, we make excuses even when we have a workout at home. What really makes you think that you're going to commit to get into your car every single day to go to a gym? I was like, the only excuse you have is yourself, because you can do the workout while your kid's taking a nap, while you sit them down to eat. Like, you can always find the time to get that 30-minute workout in. You really can. And when somebody tells you about the whole gym thing, like, one of the first things I tell them is, like, if you need that accountability and if you need that motivation, if you want, we can set up so we can do a Zoom. We can do a webcam call and we can work out together if that's what you need. Because sometimes people throw at you that, oh, it's that you're so far away. I wish you were close by. Because that happened to me today. She's like, oh, but I'm not in New York. And I'm like, that does not matter. I was like, my coach helped me lose over 50 pounds from Florida, because she lived in Florida at that point. And it was all through webcam calls, through chats, through phone calls, through our group. So I told her, like, you're going to have my support 100%. And if you need to see me on a camera to help motivate you, like, I'm here to do that. And you need to, like, emphasize to people, like, they don't need to be afraid of this. Like, I think a lot of people, when they hear the word coach, they freak the hell out, because they all of a sudden think that they're going to have to start playing the role that you're playing. at that moment, that you're forming them and that you're talking to them as a coach and that you have all this information, they feel that they're going to have to become that person. So of course it's scary because they're just thinking about losing some weight at first. So the important thing is to make sure to not make it scary. Like I let them know, like, listen, you're not signing any contract, like only because I'm signing you up as a coach so that you can benefit from the discounts. And hey, like I said, if you have some people to join you, you can go ahead and benefit from some commission, then so be it. But if you sign up and a month from now, you decide like, you know what, I just prefer paying more for Shakeology because I don't want to be a coach, then go ahead, cancel your coaching and just be a regular customer. But why not take advantage of a 25% discount? If you're going to buy anything through Beachbody, because you're a coach, you get a 25% discount. And I always tell them, I guarantee you that if you really commit and dedicate to this and you start achieving a transformation, people are going to start asking. It's just human nature. It's human nature because it's a human nature in every aspect of the word, not just when you're losing weight. It's when you're happy, when you're down, because we had a phone call, one of our team calls, I think it was like a month ago, a little bit over a month ago. I was starting to get into my whole situation that I was like feeling stuck with myself and I couldn't get out of my own head. And in the call, one of our team members privately messaged me and asked me if I was okay, which was Melody. She privately sent me a text during the call and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm all right. I was like, I'm just not feeling myself today. And she's like, yeah, like you look so, like you're so quiet. She's like, you don't look yourself. So it's just human nature for us to be compelled or to be curious when we see somebody sad, when we see them extremely happy, when we see them from being like this all the time, stretching out their shirts, all of a sudden they're wearing tighter shirts and always smiling. It's in our DNA to just be curious and ask, like, are you okay? Or what have you been doing? Because all of a sudden, like, you're radiant and you are like full of energy. So I let my challengers know, like, honestly, if you're really committed to this and like, I'm not just looking to sell you something, because it does nothing for me, honestly. It does nothing for me to sell somebody a challenge pack and for them to put Shakeology in their pantry and have it sitting there and to have the workout program just there gathering dust. It does nothing for me. That commission means nothing because it's not helping me prove that I'm a good coach. Like what speaks about me as a good Beachbody coach is when I have these transformations, when I have these girls in the group interacting and posting their meals and working out, and I'm able to post these transformations and I let them know about that. Like I tell them, my commitment and my responsibility with you begins the minute you purchase that challenge pack. Like I'm not looking to just make a sale. And today I had to go ahead and pull that because I had one of the girls, her husband was like, oh, you know, that's like all those other companies. She's just trying to sell you something because the minute she sells you that package, she's going to be gone. And you're going to be doing this by yourself and you're just going to spend money again on something you're not going to use. And right away I send her that voice note and I'm like, you can even have your husband listen to this. Like, I'm honestly not looking to just make a sale. Like I even went ahead and I tagged her on my transformation folder in my Facebook because I was like, these are all people that I know. These aren't pictures that I Googled and I saved. Like these are people that I personally know that have achieved transformation. And the majority of those pictures have been transformation that I have helped accomplish. So I am not just trying to sell you this. Like if we chatted a lot today, you can't even imagine how much we're going to be chatting once you become a coach and you become my challenger. Because my responsibility is to make sure that you make these changes that you told me you want to make. I'm not a phony person, and I'm not going to have somebody opening up to me and crying and telling me how bad they feel and telling them that I can relate if I really can't relate. Like I tell them I can relate when I really can because I've been there and I've felt that way. And that's why it's so important to use these voice notes and to get on the phone with them and to just really connect, because a lot of times with this typing, there is no emotion behind it. No matter how many exclamation marks you put, no matter how many emojis and happy faces and little dogs jumping with hearts you use, it's not it's not showing your passion and how excited you are to have them join you, or how excited you are to be talking to them, and how you can relate to them. When you're sending those voice notes, they can hear your voice and they can hear your honesty. Because I don't know, I'm not a fake person. Like, I really can't fake it, as you guys have seen. That's why I had been in the funk that I've been, because I can't just fake it that I'm over here like, hoorah, and deep inside I'm like dying. So I'm very transparent. And when I connect with people like that, like, it's a game changer. From when I just decide to be texting to when I use that voice note and I just really hype them up, and just always make sure you don't lose your challengers. Like, make sure, as long as you've made every effort to reach out to them and to make sure you're guiding them right and that you're messaging them, like, as long as you're doing everything you can do, you can have peace with yourself. Because it's going to happen many times that no matter how much we try, people are going to buy their package and disappear, because it's happened to me. I had an ex-challenger that had gotten an amazing transformation. He completely disappeared, then hit me up one day that he had gained all the way back and even a little bit more. And he wanted to sign up again. He wanted to sign up his girlfriend. And I got on the phone with him, had a conversation, signed him up. That was about 2 months ago. I don't even know if he received this package. Well, I do know, because I went into the back office and it said delivered. But I have messaged him. I have texted him. I've called him. I've sent him voice notes. I've tagged him in things in the challenge group, and he is nowhere to be found. But I'm at peace because I know that I've done everything in my power to try to reach out to him to make sure that he does this, so that that program is not just sitting there. Like, I even sent him a message telling him, like, honestly, like, I don't feel comfortable with having you buy a package and knowing that you're not doing anything with it. Like, I need to make sure you're doing something with this. So that's why I'm maybe coming off like a freaking stalker, because I'm sending you messages back to back. But I want to make sure I'm doing everything in my power as your coach to make sure that you succeed with this. Because the last thing I would ever want is for somebody to go and say, oh no, it's that Paula, she sucks as a Beachbody coach, because I bought a challenge pack from her, and as long as she made that sale, I didn't know who the hell she was after that, because that girl never even bothered in contacting me. So just make sure to always stay connected and just connect with those people that you've already brought in. And I know a lot of them die out, and sometimes it feels like we're trying to like resuscitate them. But as long as you're making an effort and you're reaching out to them and you're connecting them, you've done your best. And if all those coaches that you've signed up, you cannot help them advance to Emerald, you know what? Continue recruiting, because you're going to end up finding somebody that really wants this, and it's going to be a rock star. It really is. It's all about, we always, like Saudi always says it, we always have to be a baby coach. Like, no matter what rank we achieve, we always need to make ourselves a brand new coach, because we constantly need to be evolving, and we constantly need to be bringing in new people and helping those people grow, because that's the only way you can grow in this business and be able to benefit from all the benefits and all the things that you can reap from being an Emerald coach. You have anything to say, Mitchie?
Well, what I would say is that signing someone up and inviting someone, I know it can be scary, right? But if you think about it, what brought you here? Didn't you want to change? And there could be many things. You could be lonely. You could be unfulfilled. You could be thinking like, man, I know that I was meant for something else, or the gym is just not doing it for me. Or maybe you were just sick of trying all these other things, pills and wraps and potions and cabbage soups and ally pills that make you squirt grease. I mean, so many things that are out there, but what was it that drove you, right? Who were you watching that motivated you or inspired you to give this a try? Think about that. Think about how you were feeling before this, right? And then think about since joining this, how has your life changed? Maybe you're not this $1 million coach, right? You're not making, you're not earning $1 million. And I think that people just don't have any patience and they get frustrated and, they give up before they really, really, truly get started, right? Because the thing is, if you've never really given it 100%, how could you say that it doesn't work, right? You don't have to work at 10 hours a day. But the thing is, it's kind of like you have to reflect. And what changes has it made in your life since you joined, right? Meeting the people, being part of a community, the accountability of the workouts, learning about food, the containers, and learning about portions. And I didn't know that it was dangerous to cook with extra virgin olive oil, but because that oil shouldn't be heated because it activates the cancerous cells in our bodies. I didn't know that. You're supposed to be cooking with coconut oil because that is the oil that can be heated, right? So we learn all of these things. Well, what our job is to share that. That's all that it is. And if you get this huge ass team, then that's awesome. But your focus every day should be, who can I show this to? Who could I share this with? I just want to motivate one person, because if that person that motivated me hadn't shared, I wouldn't have found this. That's the way that you should be thinking about it. Because whether this is your sorority, if you're in this for sorority, awesome. If you're in this for business, then you have to work it like a business, right? I've made many mistakes, and I would be sucked in looking like Dory, looking at all these things and the zings and the zangs and the with Periscope, and I got to post here and I got to post there, and I got to go. I know it can drive you crazy, but it's really about limiting what you have to do. It's not about busy. It's about being productive, right? You can do this in a solid 2.5 hours a day, because I've been thinking about it and trying to whittle down my day. And okay, well, what if the ride or die? Like, if I don't do these things, I would die, right? 2.5 hours every day. Break it up. Have 1 hour and then a half hour and then a half hour. Or your lunch hour and then an hour before you go to bed at night. And if that's the time that you do your workout, then do your workout in the morning. Janet is a freaking beast, and she does it at 5 o'clock in the morning, and she has no excuses, right? So it's all about priorities. So the question is, are you willing to be vulnerable? Are you willing to be transparent? And are you willing to not be selfish? Because you've grown and you've seen all of this and you have access to all of this. Are you willing to share it is the thing. And if you're afraid, then we all need PD, but then you need PD even more.
Yeah, don't be afraid to invite. Like, don't be afraid to invite. Like, what you're doing is you're sharing what you're doing. That's all you're doing. You're sharing what you're doing that is changing your life. So like Vinci said, why be selfish? Why are we not going to share what we're doing? Like, why are we not going to post that we're working out in our living room and how we feel afterwards? Why wouldn't we post if our kid is drinking Shakeology? Like, all these things that we need to share, because if we don't share them, how are people going to know? And then if you don't share and you go ahead and invite somebody, to them it's going to come out of like nowhere. Like, this girl doesn't even post about fitness. What she invited me to challenge group. Like, what is she talking about?
So I think we should definitely end soon. We'll open up for a couple of questions, but I hope this got you thinking, from a friend standpoint, from just growing yourself as a person. Because to invite, you have to let go of ego and the bullshit that is in your head, right? That fear. But remember, if that person that you were looking at wasn't posting, you wouldn't have joined, right? Or maybe you would have ordered from the TV, but you would have missed this community, right? The sense of personal growth. So really hope this got you thinking on what steps that you want to take. And if you're ready to rock, if you're ready to become transparent and vulnerable and grow yourself financially, as well as spiritually, as well as physically, as well as emotionally, and financially, then you should be joining the group, the Bring the Bling. And it's really going to be,
Share what you're a part of. Like, don't just share your workouts and like share a post about this. Like, people want that. Like, there's a lot of women out there that are alone and they would love to have a sisterhood, and they would love to have somebody to connect with and just talk. Like, what we are building here is not just a team, and it's not just a business. Like, we are really a family. It's a sisterhood, because even me, when I was going through my things and stuff, like, I reached out to Mitchie and we started talking and we started sharing things that we were going through that I didn't even feel comfortable enough to, let's say, hit up my best friend that I grew up with, because I'm not as close with her as I am with you girls now, that I feel that connection. So you need to share that. Like, share when you get together with another friend to do a workout, share that. If you connect with your coach, share that. Like, share all those things, because that's like you're putting little seeds out there. And people are watching that, and people are seeing what you're a part of, that you're not just working out in your living room by yourself, that it's so much more than that.
Because if you think about it, this, the last piece, if you think about it, most women are either right now, they're juggling a career and kids. Some of them are going to school at night as well. What are they doing for themselves? What is going to bring them joy besides their children? You have the friendship here. The exercise is actually a great stress reliever. You get to talk. Like, I can't say it enough. I think it was 2 Saturdays ago, I had a post and it said, unfuck yourself, right? Alma's like, I love her, but she curses. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. She was looking at me. And the post, that's what it said. It was a girl, bending over, hugging her knees. And it was powerful, but it was really what I wrote about it. And I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it in that Bring the Bling group, because I really want you to think about it. Because really, that's what Beachbody is about. It's about personal growth. Are you willing to grow? And are you willing to share it? That's all that it is. We all have baggage and have been hurt and all of that. But unless you can open up and share how it's changing you for the better, like, what are the things that used to scare you? Maybe any new changes that are happening in your life, like, that's what you should share. So that's it from me.
Does anybody have any questions or anything they would like to share? No, everybody's set. So Kelsey, reach out to those girls, talk to them. Don't even text them. Like, send them one of those voice notes and just speak from the heart. Like, let them know, like, they're not signing up a contract and they're not all of a sudden going to become professional Beachbody recruiters because they signed up as a coach. Like, you know what? You can take advantage of the discount at first. And then eventually, if you want to make this a business, listen, I'm here and I am part of an amazing group of women that we work together, and we're not alone in this. Like, we can achieve and do this all together. So don't think that you're going to sign up and that you're going to be alone in this. And Kelsey, any questions or any objections and help that you might need, just reach out to us. We're here to help you out.
You can send it to me, Kelsey, or, you can open up a chat with me and Amber and send it to us and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking of saying. And if it's awesome, we'll be like, okay, thumbs up, and you just forward it.
Yep.
I want to share something. So I signed up a coach today, right? And it's my cousin from father's side. We haven't spoken Lord knows how long. And it's crazy how Michi said that they probably just need someone to talk to. Because when I was forming her, she was telling me about her anxiety, depression, and she's a single mom with 2 kids. She goes to school at night. She works full time. So it's like, I think she's pretty much joining for friendship. You know what I mean? It's like, of course, the physical part too, but I think she just needs a friend more than anything else. Because for her to just come out and tell me all this, as I was forming her, is like, I couldn't believe that she was going through that, because she looked so happy on her pictures. So it's like, I just wanted to share that, and she joined tonight as a coach. So now I have to do the 7-day quick start with her and get her on board, because she wants to do it for the business.
That's awesome. So you need to make sure to hold her by the hand and make sure that you're guiding her right to take off with this business, because the same way she's so fired up and she is interested in the business, she can very easily get discouraged as well. So it's very important to really work with her and stay connected with her.
Right.
And any questions as well, like any help you might need, anything, just reach out.
I will. I actually did a 3-day coaching thing, and you gave me the script. It was for her because she had all these questions, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I gathered up with a whole bunch of girls, well, a couple of girls, and we did it. And then she finally joined tonight. So.
Oh, that is, congratulations. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have 2 more gems for you girls. So I'm going to post in the Bring to Bling. So that's 3 presents you're getting tonight. I want commitment. I want to see the 3-day refresh post. Like, post something amazing. Wow me between now and Saturday. Okay, and I'll give you something else. But you gotta post. I want to see. Deal?
Is everybody in here joining the Motivation Manifesto? Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
I have a question about that. I already ordered the book, but we have to cancel, right, within a certain amount of days in order to not get charged. I believe it's like $97.
No.
Is that no? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I thought I read something like that.
I ordered mine. It was $7.
Yeah, it was
12-week course.
Yeah, it was $7, and then I thought it said like if you don't cancel in like a couple of days, they'll charge.
That didn't happen to me.
Okay.
It was just $7, and he even says it in the video that you can get it for just basically for free. You're just paying for shipping.
Yeah, you can get the advanced course for $97, but if I'll double check because I don't want to be charged on $97, so I'll check.
Yeah, it was something about that advanced course. You don't.
I ordered mine a while back, and I didn't. Like I had mine like for over a month, and I
okay.
myself. I was
get charged.
No.
I'll make sure.
No, I'm gonna have to go check my account and make sure.
See, something like that I'll realize. Maybe not you, but I would.
Okay, Kelsey just said if you go to the online spot, you can access your account, and if you're worried, you can delete your account info. That she ordered hers on the 7th and still hasn't gotten the book.
On the 7th? Really?
Well, they said it takes a long time.
That it could take up to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I got mine, I think within like 2 weeks I already had mine.
Oh. I got mine pretty quick. Okay, can we take a picture?
Yes.
Paula, you're good? You make it hot, make it pop?
Yes, give me a second. Let me set it up.
Do you see everybody? Oh, I think there's one person you can't see.
Yes, Sandra, and I think Diana connected again because her phone died, but she's on her phone. I'll have to crop in a picture. All right, give me a second. All right, smile, ladies. Got it. Everybody looks awesome. All right, I'll make it hot, make it pop, and I'll tag everybody.
Have a good night. I'll post your 2 little gifts in the Bring the Bling group.
Good night. Thank you, ladies.
Bye, ladies. Thank you for connecting.
Night.